It's a stark reality. With each passing night, if your pre-sleep nutrition is subpar, your precious muscle mass is silently, steadily diminishing. This isn't just an anecdotal concern. After the age of 60, our bodies can experience a substantial loss of muscle, up to 8% per decade. What's truly startling is that a significant portion of this decline occurs during your nocturnal hours. Without proactive measures, this erosion continues unabated. However, there's a beacon of hope. A minor adjustment to your evening routine possesses the power to halt this muscle degradation in its tracks and, remarkably, even initiate its reversal. Emerging scientific data unequivocally demonstrates that specific foods consumed before sleep can ignite overnight muscle repair, alleviate post-exertion soreness, and empower you to awaken with renewed strength rather than a weakened state. Therefore, if you're over 60 and deeply committed to preserving your strength, maintaining your independence and sustaining your energy levels, this episode of Golden Health is specifically tailored for you. Welcome to Golden Health, your trusted resource for straightforward, scientifically validated strategies to enhance strength, promote healthy aging, and foster a more active lifestyle beyond 60. In today's segment, we're delving into a phenomenon that impacts millions of older adults, yet frequently goes unrecognized: nighttime muscle loss. You see, your muscles aren't merely atrophying due to the passage of time, they're literally vanishing while you slumber, particularly if you retire for the night without providing your body with the appropriate fuel. Why does this occur? Because during the night, your body transitions into a fasting state, no food intake for several hours. In the absence of incoming protein, your body is compelled to break down its own muscle tissue to procure the necessary nutrients for survival. This process is termed catabolism, and it disproportionately affects older adults compared to younger individuals. Here's why. After 60, your body's efficiency in utilizing dietary protein significantly wanes. This phenomenon is known as anabolic resistance. It implies that even if your daytime protein intake is adequate, your muscles may not be receiving what they require during the night, precisely when recovery should be peaking. But fear not, a solution exists. Certain foods, when consumed 30 to 60 minutes prior to bedtime, can dramatically curtail this nocturnal muscle breakdown. Some of these even stimulate new muscle growth, all while you're asleep. Today, we're going to unveil the 8 most potent bedtime foods to safeguard your muscles, meticulously ranked from number 8 to number 1. Each selection is rigorously supported by scientific evidence, and the top-ranked food, as a recent study revealed, amplified overnight muscle protein synthesis by an impressive 22%, even in the absence of exercise. So, grab a notepad. You're about to uncover how to optimally fuel your body for strength as you sleep. Let's embark on this journey, commencing with food number 8, a readily available, economical, and surprisingly effective option. Food number 8, cottage cheese, an unassuming, traditional food that has quietly emerged as one of the most effective instruments for preserving muscle throughout the night. Now, your immediate thought might be, cottage cheese, really? Yes, absolutely. And here's the compelling rationale. Cottage cheese is abundantly rich in a distinct type of protein known as casein. Casein undergoes a very gradual digestion process, unlike whey protein, which rapidly saturates your system and dissipates just as swiftly. Casein, by contrast, releases amino acids steadily over a period of 6 to 8 hours. This characteristic renders it the quintessential nighttime fuel. Envision it thus. If whey protein is analogous to a firecracker, casein is a candle. It burns slowly and consistently, precisely what your muscles necessitate during the extended fasting hours of sleep. A study published in the British journal, Dove Nutrition administered a modest serving of casein before bed to adults over 60. The outcome? A remarkable 31% surge in overnight muscle protein synthesis compared to a control group that consumed nothing. This signifies that the group consuming cottage cheese not only retained their existing muscle, but actively accrued more of it, all during their sleep. This finding is profoundly significant, especially for older adults engaged in resistance training or simply endeavoring to uphold their strength and balance. So, what's the recommended intake? Begin with half a cup, approximately 30 to 60 minutes, before bedtime. Opt for plain, low-fat cottage cheese if you're mindful of your caloric intake. If you find the taste too bland, you can subtly enhance it with a few slices of banana, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a hint of honey. But exercise restraint to avert excessive sugar. The natural sugars present in fruit are unlikely to disrupt your sleep, and bananas are a source of potassium, which aids in muscle relaxation. You can even incorporate a spoonful of chia seeds for an added boost of fiber and omega-3s. Here's an additional advantage. Cottage cheese is a natural reservoir of tryptophan, an amino acid that fosters sleep. Thus, it's not merely benefiting your muscles, it's also assisting your brain in unwinding for the night. Furthermore, it's remarkably easy to digest, even for individuals with sensitive stomachs. Many seniors who grapple with sleep difficulties or awaken feeling rigid and sore have discovered that this single food makes an enormous difference. So, there you have it. Cottage cheese. Affordable, simple to prepare, scientifically supported, and potent enough to safeguard your muscles throughout the night. If you've been experiencing a gradual loss of strength or awakening feeling weaker, this unassuming fix might be precisely what your body has been awaiting. Now let's progress to food number 7, another timeless staple you might already possess in your kitchen, yet one that harbors a concealed muscle-preserving secret. Food number 7, hard-boiled eggs. Arriving at number 7, hard-boiled eggs. One of the most compact, nutrient-dense and muscle-protective foods you can consume before bed. They may be diminutive, but their power should not be underestimated. Each egg furnishes approximately 6 grams of superior quality, complete protein. This implies it contains all the essential amino acids your body requires to preserve lean muscle in precisely the correct proportions. However, what renders eggs particularly invaluable for individuals over 60 is their ample supply of leucine, a potent amino acid that acts as a catalyst, essentially switching on muscle growth. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to protein. It demands a greater quantity and higher quality to elicit the same muscle-building response we experienced in our younger years. This is precisely what anabolic resistance refers to. Eggs circumvent this challenge. They deliver complete, efficient protein that is readily absorbed, easily digestible, and powerful enough to effect change, even in modest quantities. A 2021 study published in Nutrients tracked a cohort of adults over 60 who consumed whole eggs before bed over a 12-week period. The results were compelling. They exhibited a 19% higher rate of muscle preservation compared to the group that abstained from eggs. The egg-consuming group also displayed elevated levels of IGF-1, a growth hormone that underpins tissue repair and naturally declines with age. More IGF-1 translates to enhanced muscle recovery, diminished soreness, and accelerated rebuilding during sleep. Here's the most appealing aspect. Eggs are incredibly simple to prepare. Simply boil, peel, and consume. 1 to 2 hard-boiled eggs, eaten approximately 30 minutes before bed, suffices for most seniors. They are gentle on the stomach, low in sugar and starch, and will not cause a blood sugar spike like many other snacks might. And if you seek to further amplify their benefits, sprinkle a touch of turmeric or black pepper on top. Turmeric possesses anti-inflammatory properties, and pepper facilitates your body's absorption of curcumin, turmeric's active compound. You can also complement the eggs with a small slice of avocado if you desire a bit more healthy fat or wish to feel satiated for a longer duration. The healthy fats slow digestion and provide sustained energy throughout the night. Hard-boiled eggs are also an excellent option for seniors who lack a substantial appetite late in the evening. There's no cooking or cleanup involved, just peel and eat. That's it. Whether you're recovering from exercise, contending with joint soreness, or simply striving to maintain your independence, these diminutive protein powerhouses can assist you one bite at a time. To summarize, easy to digest, replete with muscle-preserving protein, proven to improve hormone levels and capable of reducing muscle loss, hard-boiled eggs might just be the simplest, most efficient bedtime snack you've been overlooking. Up next, food number 6. It's not a conventional nighttime snack, but it stands as one of the most potent muscle-protective foods for seniors, and it originates from the sea. Let's discuss tuna in olive oil. Food number 6. Tuna in olive oil. Number 6 on our list, tuna in olive oil. Now, I acknowledge that tuna might not immediately spring to mind as the most obvious bedtime snack, but when it comes to safeguarding muscle mass after 60, this synergistic combination of protein and healthy fat is an absolute powerhouse. Let's dissect its efficacy. Tuna is among the leanest, most protein-dense foods readily available. In mere mouthfuls, you're receiving complete high-quality protein, generously laden with leucine, that crucial amino acid that activates muscle growth. But here's where it becomes particularly intriguing. When you consume tuna packed in olive oil as opposed to water, you confer a dual benefit upon your body. The olive oil introduces healthy monounsaturated fats, which decelerate digestion. This ensures that amino acids remain in your bloodstream for an extended period, continuously nourishing your muscles throughout the night. A 2020 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition rigorously tested this precise combination, protein plus healthy fat, in older adults. Participants who consumed a high-protein, omega-3 rich food like tuna before bed exhibited a remarkable 34% greater increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis compared to those who consumed a low-fat option or nothing at all. And here's another significant discovery. The group consuming tuna in olive oil experienced less morning soreness, higher levels of vitamin D absorption, and improved inflammatory markers. In essence, they slept better, recovered more swiftly, and retained more muscle. Here's how to integrate it effectively into your routine. Stick to tuna packed in olive oil, not water. The oil retards absorption and fuels your overnight recovery. Scoop out approximately half a can and consume it with a few slices of cucumber or some whole grain crackers if you prefer something more substantial. For enhanced flavor, a small squeeze of lemon juice or a pinch of sea salt goes a long way. Eschew mayonnaise or heavy sauces. They are more difficult to digest and can interfere with sleep. Here's a lesser-known fact. Tuna is one of the richest natural sources of leucine among whole foods. And recall, as we age, our bodies demand more leucine to trigger the same muscle-building effect they once did. Ensuring an adequate intake at night aids in combating sarcopenia, the scientific term for age-related muscle loss. So, if your commitment to preserving your strength, mobility, and independence is unwavering, this isn't merely a snack. It's a strategic intervention. To recap, tuna provides clean, efficient protein. Olive oil slows digestion and supports absorption. Together, they continuously nourish your muscles throughout the night. This combination doesn't just help you awaken stronger, it facilitates superior bodily recovery, enhanced movement, and an overall improved sense of well-being. Next up, a creamy, tangy food that's not only delectable and satisfying, but also fuels your muscle recovery and gut health. Let's discuss Greek yogurt. Food number 5. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt. A creamy, satisfying bedtime snack that transcends mere palatability. Greek yogurt isn't simply a dairy product. It stands as one of the most complete, balanced, and efficacious foods you can consume before sleep if your objective is to maintain or rebuild muscle after 60. What confers such potency upon Greek yogurt is its comprehensive blend of high casein protein, slow digesting and muscle preserving, probiotics, which enhance digestion and nutrient absorption, and calcium, essential for muscle contractions and bone strength. It's the quintessential package: protein, gut health, and minerals, all within a single bowl. And unlike conventional yogurt, Greek yogurt undergoes triple straining, which translates to more protein, less sugar, and a thicker, more satiating texture. In a clinical study documented in Frontiers in Nutrition, researchers provided a group of older adults with a high-protein snack derived from Greek yogurt before bedtime. After a mere 6 weeks, participants experienced a 26% escalation in overnight muscle protein synthesis. enhanced mitochondrial activity within their muscles, and even greater energy levels the subsequent day. That's right. It facilitated their recovery and enabled them to awaken with augmented strength and vigor. This is particularly crucial for seniors who experience morning fatigue, stiffness, or weakness after a full night's sleep. The yogurt didn't merely nourish the muscles, it empowered the muscle cells to function more effectively. Here's how to maximize its benefits. Consume approximately half a cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt about 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Steer clear of flavored yogurts. They are frequently laden with added sugars that can disrupt your sleep and recovery. If you desire a bit more flavor, try incorporating a dash of cinnamon, a few slices of fresh berries, or a drop of vanilla extract. To elevate it further, mix in a teaspoon of chia seeds. They contribute fiber, plant-based omega-3s, and aid in digestion. Greek yogurt is also rich in calcium, which not only bolsters bone strength, but also assists in regulating muscle contractions and nerve signals. This translates to fewer nighttime cramps and a more seamless sleep cycle. And do not overlook the probiotics. A healthy gut has been correlated with improved muscle metabolism, more efficient nutrient absorption, and even reduced inflammation, all factors that support your strength and recovery as you age. So truly, Greek yogurt isn't just a muscle food, it's a comprehensive bodily ally. To recap, abundant in casein protein, brimming with gut-friendly probiotics, easy to digest, and delightful to consume, Greek yogurt constitutes an ideal, effortless, nighttime snack, especially for seniors seeking to bolster muscle repair, digestion, and energy levels. Coming up next, a golden beverage that's not only calming and sleep-conducive, but also assists in combating inflammation and enhancing joint health while you sleep. Let's discuss warm milk with turmeric. Food. Number 4. Warm milk with turmeric warm. Milk with turmeric, a time-honored bedtime beverage that extends far beyond merely facilitating sleep. This simple concoction performs something extraordinary for individuals over 60. It helps protect muscle, alleviate inflammation, and enhance the quality of your restorative sleep, all simultaneously. Let's elucidate its mechanism. Milk is a natural source of casein protein, akin to Greek yogurt and cottage cheese, but it also contains calcium, vital for muscle and bone health, tryptophan, an amino acid that promotes relaxation and sleep, and vitamin D, which supports muscle function and immune health. Warm milk before bed has long been employed to aid relaxation, but when you're over 60, it fulfills an even more pivotal role. It furnishes your body with fuel to repair muscle as you sleep. Now, let's address the golden ingredient, turmeric. Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin. It ranks among nature's most potent anti-inflammatory agents, and this is significant because inflammation is one of the primary instigators of muscle breakdown and joint pain in older adults. When you combine curcumin with protein from milk, your body receives the necessary nutrients to recover, rebuild, and rest profoundly. A 2022 study published in Nutritional Neuroscience revealed that older adults who consumed a small protein-rich drink before bed experienced a 32% improvement in overnight muscle protein synthesis when curcumin was incorporated into the regimen. The group also reported less morning stiffness, reduced joint pain, and fewer signs of muscle inflammation. This isn't merely a folk remedy, it's a legitimately science-backed bedtime ritual that yields tangible results. Here's how to prepare your golden bedtime drink. Gently warm up 1 cup of milk, not boiling, just heated. For optimal results, utilize organic milk or A2 milk if you exhibit dairy sensitivity. Stir in 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric. Add a pinch of black pepper. This facilitates your body's absorption of the curcumin. Optionally, add a drop of honey for sweetness, but keep it minimal. Stir thoroughly and sip it slowly, approximately 30 minutes before bed. If you are lactose intolerant, fret not. You can employ plant-based milk such as almond or oat milk, ensuring it's fortified with calcium and contains added protein, ideally from soy or pea protein. While these alternatives won't possess precisely the same casein content, they still provide muscle support when combined with turmeric. This drink transcends the sum of its parts. The milk provides slow-release amino acids, the turmeric mitigates inflammation and joint pain, and the warmth calms your nervous system, preparing your body for deep restorative sleep. Remember, muscle doesn't proliferate during your workouts. It proliferates while you rest, recover, and supply your body with the requisite building blocks. And this drink accomplishes precisely that, naturally. So, if you're seeking a nighttime ritual that soothes your mind, fuels your muscles, and fosters better sleep, a warm cup of milk with turmeric might be the definitive solution. Coming up next, a food that's creamy, nutty, and replete with healthy fats, magnesium, and muscle-preserving power, all within a single spoonful. Let's discuss almond butter. Food number 3, almond butter. Almond butter. A rich, creamy, slow-digesting powerhouse that is ideally suited for nighttime muscle protection. It might appear to be merely a delectable spread, but almond butter comprises a unique synergy of nutrients that support muscle recovery, enhance sleep quality, and even help diminish muscle breakdown while you rest. Let's commence with the fundamentals. Almond butter is abundant in healthy fats, which decelerate digestion and furnish stable energy. Plant-based protein to nourish your muscles, magnesium which aids in muscle relaxation and improves sleep, and vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that supports tissue repair. This combination renders almond butter an ideal snack for overnight recovery. Unlike sugary snacks that cause blood sugar spikes and subsequent crashes, almond butter provides stable, sustained fuel that your muscles can utilize for hours, particularly during the fasting period of sleep. A 2020 study published in Nutrients tracked a cohort of older adults who incorporated a small serving of almond-based fat into their nightly routine. The findings: a 17% improvement in overnight nitrogen retention, a crucial indicator of muscle preservation, and significantly lower cortisol levels. That's the stress hormone that instigates muscle breakdown during sleep. In short, almond butter didn't merely nourish the muscles, it safeguarded them from stress, helped them retain more protein, and supported deep, restorative rest. It's straightforward. Consume 1 tablespoon of almond butter approximately 30 minutes before bed. You can consume it plain by the spoonful, or if you prefer a bit more substance, spread it on a slice of whole grain toast, a couple of apple slices, or a few crackers made from oats or seeds. Just ensure you're using natural almond butter, the kind that separates and necessitates stirring. Eschew brands with added sugar or hydrogenated oils. Those transform a health food into an unhealthy one. One of the lesser-known advantages of almond butter is its high magnesium content. Magnesium aids in relaxing your muscles, calming your nervous system, and preventing nocturnal cramping or restlessness. If you're someone who frequently awakens or struggles to achieve deep sleep, this single mineral might make a more substantial difference than you realize. And the healthy fats in almond butter help maintain stable blood sugar, which translates to fewer nighttime awakenings caused by energy crashes. Almond butter is also an excellent option for individuals who dislike consuming full meals at night. If your appetite wanes in the evening, or if you simply don't feel like chewing extensively, a spoonful of almond butter can deliver serious nutrition with minimal effort. To recap, rich in slow-digesting fat and plant protein, supports muscle repair and reduces stress-related breakdown, helps you sleep deeper and stay satiated longer. Almond butter isn't flamboyant, but it's a quiet, powerful ally in the battle against muscle loss. Now, let's proceed to food number 2, a beverage that's tart, tangy, and surprisingly effective at alleviating soreness, enhancing sleep, and boosting overnight muscle recovery. Let's discuss tart cherry juice. Food number 2, tart cherry juice. Tart cherry juice, a potent natural beverage that extends beyond merely aiding sleep. It assists your muscles in recovery, improves joint comfort, and facilitates bodily rebuilding overnight. This isn't just a trendy health drink. It's one of the most scientifically substantiated nighttime tools for older adults, particularly those contending with muscle soreness, poor sleep, or inflammation. Tart cherries contain compounds called anthocyanins, natural plant pigments, that possess strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. They also contain melatonin, the hormone your body produces to help you fall asleep. Here's why that's significant. Less inflammation equates to less muscle breakdown. More melatonin equates to better sleep, and better sleep equates to superior recovery. It's a perfect confluence in the most beneficial way possible. A 2019 study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition tracked adults over 50 who consumed tart cherry juice before bed. After just a few weeks, they experienced 33% less muscle soreness in the morning, a 15% improvement in sleep quality, and higher levels of melatonin and antioxidants in their bloodstream. Researchers attributed these findings to tart cherry juice's capacity to reduce oxidative stress, a major contributor to muscle loss and slow recovery in older adults. Here's how to implement it correctly. Drink 4 to 6 ounces of 100% tart cherry juice approximately 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Ensure it's explicitly labeled tart cherry and unsweetened, not sweet cherry and not a sugary blend. The flavor might be slightly sour. That's a positive indicator that you're acquiring the authentic product. If the taste is excessively strong, you can dilute it with a small amount of water or mix it with lemon juice for a refreshing twist. A large glass isn't necessary. A small portion suffices to trigger all the benefits. Tart cherry juice doesn't exclusively assist with muscles. It's also a recognized joint health enhancer. This is particularly pertinent for seniors who experience muscle loss around painful joints. By mitigating inflammation, tart cherry juice can alleviate pressure on knees, hips, and shoulders, enabling your body to move more freely and repair itself more effectively while you rest. And remember, improved sleep also signifies elevated levels of growth hormone, which your body releases during deep sleep. That's when the true rebuilding transpires. If you struggle with falling asleep, remaining asleep, or awakening refreshed, this might be one of the simplest natural remedies you've ever encountered. It's gentle, non-habit forming, and helps support your body at the cellular level. Most importantly, it helps protect your muscle mass during a period when many seniors unknowingly lose it. To recap, rich in antioxidants, melatonin, and anti-inflammatory compounds, alleviates soreness and supports joint recovery, naturally improves sleep and therefore muscle repair. Tart cherry juice is a quiet giant in the realm of nighttime nutrition. And now, it's time for the ultimate, most potent food on our list. The #1 food for protecting, rebuilding, and strengthening muscle after 60, even without exercise. Let's discuss the whey protein shake. Food #1, whey protein shake. And here it is, the #1 food for preserving muscle, enhancing strength, and retarding age-related muscle loss while you sleep. A whey protein shake. Now your immediate thought might be, isn't protein powder exclusively for bodybuilders? Not anymore. In fact, for individuals over 60, a whey protein shake before bed might be the most powerful nutritional tool available to combat muscle loss, even if you're not engaging in weightlifting. Let's explore why. Whey protein is abundant in all 9 essential amino acids, but what renders it exceptionally potent is its high concentration of leucine, the amino acid that directly activates muscle protein synthesis. Envision leucine as a light switch. When it's activated, your body commences building muscle tissue. Without a sufficient amount, the switch remains off, regardless of your overall food intake. After 60, your body develops resistance to lower levels of leucine. That's why you require a greater quantity of the right kind of protein at the opportune moment to trigger the same repair process. And the opportune moment is before bed. A 2021 clinical trial, published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, investigated the effects of consuming a 40-gram whey protein shake before bed in adults over 65. The results were astounding. A 22% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis, lower levels of muscle breakdown markers, and improved strength, walking speed, and balance over time. Even more impressively, these improvements occurred without exercise. Imagine the potential gains with a consistent walking or strength training routine. Here's how to properly prepare and consume it. Mix 1 scoop of high-quality whey protein, isolate with water or unsweetened almond milk. Consume it 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. If you desire something more substantial, blend it with half a banana, a spoonful of almond butter, or a dash of cinnamon or vanilla extract. Just keep it light and easily digestible, no added sugar, no heavy cream, no commercially prepared mass gainer shakes. For individuals with lactose sensitivity, opt for whey isolate or hydrolyzed whey. They are gentler on digestion and still deliver the same muscle-preserving power. Whey protein doesn't merely halt muscle loss, it actively facilitates new muscle growth, even while you're asleep. It also supports the release of growth hormone and IGF-1, 2 natural compounds your body produces during deep sleep that are critical for recovery, tissue repair, and muscle rebuilding. And unlike whole food meals, a shake is simple to prepare, easy to digest, and effortless to integrate into your daily routine, even when appetite is diminished. So why is a whey protein shake our #1 food? Because it satisfies every critical requirement. It's a high-quality, fast-acting, muscle-building protein packed with leucine to stimulate growth, convenient and effective for seniors, and scientifically proven to preserve and rebuild muscle overnight. If you desire a simple, powerful means to safeguard your strength after 60, this is it. Now you understand. Muscle loss doesn't solely occur during the day, it happens while you sleep. However, with the correct foods consumed at the right time, you can protect, rebuild, and even grow stronger each night. Let's quickly review the 8 most potent bedtime foods for seniors: whey protein shake, tart cherry juice, almond butter, warm milk with turmeric, Greek yogurt, tuna in olive oil, hard-boiled eggs, and cottage cheese. These are not fleeting trends. They are scientifically backed tools, validated by results and meticulously designed to empower you to age with greater strength. Therefore, here's your challenge for tonight. Select just one of these foods, consume it before bed, and observe how you feel in the morning. And if you found this information beneficial, don't forget to subscribe to Golden Health. Leave a comment below and share this episode with someone who stands to benefit from it. Remember, you are not too old to become stronger. Not even close. Let's embark on the journey of rebuilding your strength one night at a time.